Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Blessed and Everyday Podcast. It's your host, LA. Listen, I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I wanted to share some things with you guys that I thought was awesome, especially about talking about your journey, your growth, and just everything that we're going to experience this year, this season, okay? Before I get into the podcast, let me place this disclaimer. I do not own the rights to the background beats. All rights reserved to Plutonic Beats. Listen, I want to talk about my experience. Oh my gosh, last night to this morning, okay? I was driving through flood and tornado weather, that's right, and I took a risk, a big risk, okay? Driving the distance I had to drive, and I got a message out of it though. I really did, you guys. It is so crazy, but I believe that it was a good thing and a good message. It wasn't the best experience, but it was a good message that I got out of it, okay? Because you always learn something when you take those risks and when you do things, okay? And so I want to share with you guys, I want to talk about coming through the storm. That's right, coming through the storm. As I was going through the storm, the weather and the rain was getting worse. I got to a point where I had to pull over because I couldn't see. I couldn't see clear. It was getting kind of misty in the midst of all the hard rain and all the hard rain pouring down, okay? And it wasn't much traffic on the road. And the road I was on had barely any light, so it was really, really dark, okay? So imagine all of that, okay? And it's flooded. Well, so as I was getting through some of the horrible rain, I had to stop in an unfamiliar area, and I went to panic mode, y'all. I went in panic mode because I said I cannot see. So I called my parents, but let's reverse. Before that, I actually started praying, and I said, God, just help me to get through the storm. Right there, that's a message. And I'm going to tell you why it's a message. But I said, Lord, help me get through the storm. And as I called my parents a little after this prayer and after I stopped, I was very happy that they answered because it was like late midnight hours. And so I was like, oh, no, I can't see. And where I stopped, the little road was starting to build a big puddle, and I'm in a car, okay, not an SUV or anything like that, so you can only imagine, right? And so as I was on the phone with them, and they stayed on the phone with me for the rest of my time of the trip, and I realized I took a risk. I drove a little more. I drove slow, and I put the flashers on so that people can see me if there were more people coming on the road, like the truck drivers and everything. And I drove real slow, drove a little more, took some more time. Well, as I continue on, it was still worse. But then it got to a part where I was able to find somewhere to stop for a little while. It was a closed building, but I stopped, and then I decided to drive again because there was one vehicle where I stopped, and when I saw that vehicle leave, I said, I'm going to take a chance again. I'm going to drive again. Drove again in the storm, and it still was, kind of bad. And so I drove as long as I can to find an open area or open place where I can stop again, okay? And so as I was doing these stop and goes and I was continuing in the storm, I noticed that there were some areas that was I could see a little more. So yes, I made it home safely, but here's the message out of the storm and out of what I experienced, okay? Is that if you're facing a storm in your life, come on somebody, you're facing a storm in your life, you notice that in the storm, or as you're going through the storm, there are areas that you come on, or moments in your life that the challenges, the obstacles seem like they're getting worse, okay? And you're really feeling and experiencing the storm, okay? I want to encourage you and tell you that you're still going to make it through the storm. So make your way through the storm, okay? Because it's about getting through the storm. Now, in the midst of the storm, yes, you may have some fears, you may have some doubt, you may be nervous about continuing through the storm, okay? But once you have prayed and you have really thought about it and just believed your way through and knew and spoke that you were going to make it through the storm, then hang in there and keep on going, because guess what? God is with you the entire time. With my parents staying on the phone with me the entire time, I felt a little more encouragement and a little more safe, right? Not only just that, but the peace of God's presence with me after I prayed and I just breathed in, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get through this. And so my word today to you is that you're going to make it through the storm in your life. When you go through this year and you find yourself in a storm and it seems like there is no way but to get through it, that's the way, because you got to get through it. And when you get through it and come through it, you'll see that it's clear and you can see again. That's right. You got a better view of life again, okay? And it may seem like, the flood is going to take you out, or the challenges and everything is going to take you out. But my God, He is so faithful, and He's going to ensure that you make it through the storm safe and sound. And so I wanted to relay that to the message of today about when you might have some setbacks and stumbles, and you might have to stop and go through, throughout the storm. But when you stop in the middle of your storm, don't stay there, because you will make it through the storm. And that's your encouragement, is that you're going to make it through your storm, and God is with you. Hold on, and you're going to be okay. That's right. I love you guys. I hope my story helped you. And I know you may be laughing, but listen, it is true. Okay. I really found a message in that storm that I was in, and I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you continue to be encouraged and blessed. And remember, this is your journey. This is your growth, and you will make it through the storm. And you'll be okay. God bless you.